Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We are on the trail of some people who a captain wants to drink with because they were part of his crew previously. And, well, one of them just so happens to be right outside of Thirdborn. So, I think we should go and find them, because it's also an area we haven't been to. And we basically want to explore the bottom part of the map in the next couple of episodes, because if we can explore the bottom part of the map, then we will have explored everything apart from the main quest. And in fact, we've already explored the main quest area, so we're a little ahead of where we would want to be, necessarily. So is there a way through this? No, so this is all walls, so I think we've got to go this way to go that way. Yeah, let's assume that's true. So I'll just wander into this very green area. I mean, you know what that looks like. That definitely looks like something horrible. So let's just move up here. And lightning. Bounce. Hit the wizard. Got him. Got trapped on the scenery. Just wanted to make sure we could kill the wizard there. We should give ourselves a bunch of essence. Don't know why I didn't. There we go. Or a bunch of regen for essence. That's what I fell into last time, the hole in the ground.
Let's see what you got.
Just a minute.
Yeah, I need you to get this one. That's the one I wanted you on in the first place. You still haven't got to it. Right. Blast them. And now that's going to bounce between them, and then they should be dead. Nice. Grab the essence, so we're not using regen for that. And we can get all this crafting material. Ooh. Although I guess we are picking the crafting material off corpses. And actually, I think some of it was corpses. Chitin Band. Damage reduction against beasts. Through months of patient conditioning, an eccentric druid was able to find a way to live peacefully among a nest of sand beetles. Why he wished to do this? Nobody knows. But during his time alone with them, he carved this ring out of chitin, molded by the Ness matriarch to represent the infinite potential of friendship between kith and beast. While we're here, let's just put that away. Yes, we're not going to be needing that. Alright. So maybe this isn't the way over there. Really? I guess we've got to go all the way around then. Although it does say abandoned mine, so there might be an entrance somewhere that I've missed. Let's continue exploring around. See what we can find. Maybe there's an entrance somewhere. This definitely looks like somewhere you're meant to jump up to, so... Be something over here. Oop, almost fell down. So this leads us all the way over to this area, which is a completely different area. I want to explore it, I just want to see what else we got. I'm going to grab this plant as well before we move on. Ow. Right. Then we can climb up without needing to come back to this area. Jump! And we're up. And then we'll just run all the way along here. And hopefully this links back into another area we've been to at some point. Ooh, hello. Who are you?
I still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves.
Hello?
Oh, hello. A hero passing by on a noble quest, are you? It seems everyone I meet is on some kind of quest these days.
Something like that.
Of course. I won't pry. A sense of mystery must keep you safe. It's the same way in art. Always wondering what to hide, what to reveal. I've been trying to capture the essence of the sand sea for days. The sands are alluring, but confounding. I'm missing something. What do you see?
Look at how the dunes drift. There is no other place in Eora quite like this. Yeah, let's say that.
You understand. That's why I'm here. I have to share this vision back home. I may not see a speck of gold for it, but if it inspires one person to adventure, then... Wait. Gold. That's it. That's the dimension I was looking for.
Good work, but stay vigilant out here.
I will. Thank you. Now, I've got to get to work.
Ooh. Well, we might see him later. Ooh. Also, beverage. Letter to Thyton. The sheet of paper has several false starts to a letter addressed to someone named Thyton in Paradise. The latest half-finished version is the only part not scribbled out. I had the pleasure of seeing your newest composition on my last trip to Paradise. I must commend you. Never have I seen such a breath of colour so plainly. Oh, is this the painter in the Temple of Hylia? I think it is. I marvel at how you could wield such a vibrant array of hues and misuse them so. Truly, what a skilled artist you are. Ooh. Of course, I'm sure you've heard much acclaim from the others in Paradise. I can see how, to the untrained eye, your art would inspire such adoration. But as artists ourselves, we can much more easily find fault in our works, as well as the works of others. Ooh. Started so nice, and then it's just a takedown. Alright. Yeah, I thought I recognized the name Thyton. I was just wondering where I knew it from, and I know it because we saw them in Paradise. That was the missing link for me there. Looks like there's stuff over there. Just double checking these areas. There's a little bit underneath that we haven't been to. That would have said that we've been to. Because we've been over the area. There's nothing down here. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out whether there's a link in here, maybe? Yeah, or whether this turns around. Do you reckon this turns? I'm gonna have to run out to right to the edge here just so I can see around. It might turn around. Yeah, let's just follow the left-hand side here and see whether there's any way to go in. Because right now, I get the feeling we're on the wrong track, but maybe I'm wrong. Ooh. Set it on fire.
Ready, aim.
Just saw enemies back there, so I thought we'd crouch while I waited for him to do that. Blast it. Gets us regen, so it's always worth doing. Woodcutter's log. Got stuck in his damn cave. Torch is running out, and it gets blistering cold at night out here. Harmon saw a tree further down, he thinks. Better than freezing to death stuck in here. Got a fire going now. Staying the night in here might not be so bad now. Better than getting eaten by Zarups. Vines. It seemed like they're getting closer. I've never seen anything like it. They're growing so quickly. Or maybe it's a trick of the firelight? It's gotta be, right? Nothing can grow that fast. Not even in the living lands. And they got trapped in here. 2 of them. Right. That is a big beetle. It's not that powerful, but it's a big beetle. Does look like it might go into the left here at some point. It's definitely a structure. Right, hit him. Ice. Fire. Attack over here. Get them rooted. Just attack one to the side. And we got them. Another one down here. Somewhere. Oh, got you. Okay. And now attack. That wasn't too bad.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I was originally going to cast a spell, but decided dodging was probably safer for our health. Ooh. Sun-worn journal. To Kayla. Happy adventuring. First entry in the journal Desha gave me. After all this talk, I'm excited to finally go on some hikes around Shatterscarp. The Shark's Teeth, the Oasis, even the old Pargrunan ruins. There's so much to see. I should have told them where I went. I fell and there was a rock slide. One of the boulders trapped my arm. I can't get out. There's no one here and it's been hours. I think it's been a day now. I'm out of water and shouted myself hoarse. It's hot. If I don't do something soon, I'm going to die out here. Guess you did die out here. Wonder whether she's somebody that we're going to need to find for another quest. Possibly even this one at some point. So is this... Yeah, this is not turning towards there. This 100% does not lead here. This is leading towards a different quest. Right, let's head back. Let's at least try and focus on this, because I've obviously missed something. Right. I suppose we could fast travel, but it's not that far away now. And it's probably quicker to run than the loading screen, even if it doesn't feel that way. Also, just keep an eye on the rocks to the side of us here, just to see whether there's any, like, holes in them, any entrances. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I think maybe there's one next to our camp, and I must have looked at it, thought we'll do that later, and then not come back to it. We'll see. Ooh. It does become light very quickly. So there's nothing here. Is this a... This is just climbable, I think. No? That... You tell me this isn't climbable? Oh, it looks climbable to me. How about this side? Yeah, it looks climbable. Nope. Okay, that's not climbable. Down here? Is there a way in somewhere around here? I don't know if there's a way in here. Is this a way in, or is this just a rock? It's just a rock. Okay. This way? Aha! I think we found our way in. That's much better. It did say she was in the ancient lake bed, and I was like, wait a second. Ancient lake beds? We've already been there. We cleared the whole place, but we didn't clear this. Ah. Well. Now I see them.
I'm not used to quiet.
And one of those. Big bit of ice here. Chuck our abilities over the top. Didn't manage to hit the desert beetle there, apparently. Electric. I think that just hit the back of... yeah, back of her head. Isn't ideal. Yardsley's head. I knew I would come up with a name eventually. I just had a momentary lapse in being able to name her. Alright, nothing else in here. Something up above. Let's climb this way then. I'm trying to just get the one that can hit. I was going for a straight line hit on it. Oh well, whatever, we got it anyway. And over here. Where does this go? Is this somewhere completely different? What's above? Alright, where does it go though? And there's this area that we can obviously run and jump to. Oh, and that leads somewhere. Fragment of star metal. Another one.
Star metal is so beautiful, isn't it? Maybe someone back at Solace Keep could make us something pretty.
I love how they're like back at Solace Keep. I wonder whether if you do the star metal quest, he says I need more, and then it like puts those locations on your map or something, and that's why they're like back at Solace Keep, because it's a continuation of that quest. Anyway. More crafting material. Love crafting material. Oh yeah, I should probably check at some point. Let me do that now. Crafting material. I just wanted to see something. Yeah, so I don't think we've ever used metal, because we have so much of it. We maybe should sell that. Although, I don't like the idea of selling it in case we want to use it, but... doesn't look like we will. I don't think there's any reason to go down there. I think this is another way in. On this side. Ooh. We have a climbing area here. And behind us. Yeah, and that takes us back up here to another chest. All of that. I guess that is conceivable that we could get a weapon at some point that we want to use that uses metal. Probably not armor, but, you know, it's conceivable that we could get a weapon that we'd want to upgrade. We've been in this way, haven't we? Yes, this is how we got up here. And we appeared this way. Let's just shoot that while we're here. We know that there's another way up top, so we're just going to ignore that for now. Grab the grenades. I refuse to let this go ungot. Okay, I give up. Here. Bounce. Grab that. This just leads you up there. By another route. And I think is how you're meant to go over here. I think you're meant to go up and then across, then through here. Not just jump straight here. That's fine by me. Right. I'm not too worried about doing it the way that it needs you to do it.
What in Remergon's 10 frosty balls are you doing here?
I'm here to steal all your eggs and potatoes, then to talk to you. Wait, where did you go? Oh, hello.
How did you even find this place?
Captain Nigunu is looking for you. Although, wait a second, that's going to sound like he's looking for her to kill her.
Well, I don't smell his rumsick flop sweat on the wind, so he can't be nearby. He must have sent you to do his dirty work. Go on then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here.
You have a problem with Adirans?
I'm surprised you don't. Because it sure looks to me like your emperor sent you out here to die.
My emperor likes me very much. He sent me here to end the Dream Scourge, in fact.
You've been having a lot of success with that, I see.
Cut him some slack. He did have to get over being killed first.
Guess I'll cross my fingers and hope that just works out instead of getting us all killed. But that's not really why you climbed up here to see me, is it?
I have no intention of harming you.
You might not. But Nigunu? He's been trying to kill me for years. The man's obsessed.
He wanted me to invite you and the rest of the crew for a drink.
That's funny. Now tell me what he really said.
Verbatim, that he wants to share one last drink and part as friends.
A little reunion. Cute. What did Tawe and Koa say to that?
Koa was hesitant, but I convinced him to go.
He's gotta be out of his mind. And Tawe?
I haven't talked to him yet.
Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so.
Not even if I can get the rest of the crew to go?
I don't care what Tawe does, and Koa should know better than to trust him. Much as I miss our best days, Envoy. They're not my crew anymore.
I think you're making a mistake.
I surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Lady, you don't have a door. Anyway, moving on. I'm sure that will come up later. Maybe she'll turn up anyway. Despite saying, like, I'm not going to turn up, maybe she'll be like, well, I thought I would, you know, just for old time's sake, turn up. And then, you know, have whatever event we're going to have. But didn't seem like there was a way of convincing her. It wasn't like we failed this speech check or anything. She didn't seem to dislike us very much. She just was like, no. There's not really a lot you can do to her just saying no. By the way, this is an invisible wall. So there is nothing up here, as far as I can tell. It's just a whole area up here that's got nothing in it. So that's definitely intriguing, that there's this, but yeah, I think this is just a way down. And then down here, yeah, this is just designed for you to bounce down. Cool. So now we've explored all of that. I guess we want to explore here next. So we're kind of looking to kill Zorup Chief Grithin. So that's the quest we'll put ourselves on. And then we'll work our way over there. That was fairly straightforward though, once I realized that we We hadn't actually been here. Right. Round. Do some jumping. I think this is the area it says we haven't revealed. I think it's on top of that rock, in case you're wondering, like the area between Thirdborn and that bit. Which is why I haven't really been paying attention to it, because we obviously can't access it. Just not possible. There's an area over here, isn't there? Just to the left. And I don't know if there was any more to that area, or whether it just overlooked the other area. But we'll see. Let's see where this bit goes. It kind of just overlooks here, huh? Alright. Well, in that case... down here. And... let's see what's going on. It's definitely a beetle. Some Zarp skirmishers. Ooh.
Right. I think that's everything.
That's all my stuff now. Hello.
I was talking to myself again, wasn't I? Sorry.
Do you do that a lot?
I don't know. Do I? Maybe I'm just nervous. I had a dream about crossing the great sand sea, you see. Great dunes and shifting clouds. I had this feeling I'd come back changed.
Whoa. When did this happen? Have you always had dreams like this?
No, just recently. It was so vivid. I keep hoping I'll have it again when I sleep. I have to know what's out there.
You didn't happen to dream about fish or trees, did you?
What a strange question. Of course not. There are no trees out there. Or maybe there are.
Whoa. Alright, you've definitely got the dream scourge.
Have we really fallen so far that we can't dream anymore? That's a shame. I should get going. As soon as I remember which way that is.
Alright then. Well, I think he's probably got the dream scourge. I think that's fairly likely. I think if we'd said anything but he doesn't have the dream scourge, then or like I think if we'd said anything but he has the dream scourge, we would have found him later and he would have been like, I've got the dream scourge. Actually, I think there's a 50-50 chance that he still has, like, is still going to pop up and say he's got the dream scourge. Later. Does this lead to the other area? This is the path down I was looking for earlier. Yes, it is. Alright, and that was another way up to Thirdborn. It would allow you to get, like, a backstab. Alright, jump down this way. Ooh. After we came along this route, we got all sorts of things. Ow. I think I need more, yes, need more regen. I just need way more regen than I think I need at all times. In here. That one might see us, but we'll just go through here. Try and find the right angle on him and stab him. And lightning. Nice. That seemed to work pretty well. Now we can head along the coast. Well, that's water we can actually access. Oh no, it's not. Look at this. It's still not water we can access because it's got the wall's too high. Yeah, so we're still going to die if you go down to it. So yeah, this area has fake water. I think the whole side of it's fake water because we can't go into that part of Thirdborn. We've already tried. Huh. Intriguing. Well, head over here. Just ambush these guys while we're here. Get him. Big bit of ice. Fire. We're just trying to like corral them into different areas with these. They're dead. Grab the essence. And that one's dead. Wonderful. Grab some more of that. More trout. Great. So that gets us to here. Let's explore a little bit up the hill. Get ourselves back over to this area. It looks like there's a way up that hill entirely, but that might lead to the painter guy we saw earlier. I think that was close enough. Oh, just enough. Nice. Fireball. Aiming for the guy at the back. Well, we got him in the end.
Next one's mine.
Keep attacking the guy at the top. He's down. Desert beetles locked in place. Over here. Zap him. Perfect. Went pretty well, I think.
But who's counting?
Got more random things in the lockbox. That's good stuff. Back this way. Grab what's on the cooked corpse. Then if we go this way... Well, it looked like this was climbable, but I mean, maybe it isn't. Oh, is this bit climbable? Yeah. Still looks like that whole wall is climbable, but I guess it's not. Let me just find the angle for it here. That definitely looks like you could climb it all the way up there, but I don't think you can. I think you can maybe come down that way, but I don't think you can climb up that way. Is there a way in here, by the way? Do you hear loot? I hear loot. Have we been to this rock? We have, so it must be... If I hear loot, it must be around the corner. Must be around this way. I don't hear it around here, though. Yeah, and that leads up to Painter Guy. Yeah, so there must not be any loot there. Oh well. Must be imagining things. That's possible. In here. Hole in the ground. Nice. What's this? Notice to fellow travelers. Take only what you need to survive. One per group of travelers is all we can spare.
Hey, you there! Sign says to take only what you need. Do they not have signs in Adir? Or wait, maybe you think they don't apply to you.
What sign?
You don't even respect it enough to tell the truth, do you?
I heard something.
Oh dear. I had to see what happened. The game told me one per. I had to see. That one's entirely on me. That's not on our character. That's on me. That's not an in-character decision. That's I had to see whether they'd punish me. And they did. They did punish me. I mean, not a lot, but I mean, they did punish me. Right. Anyway, people shouldn't be going out into the desert anyway. If there's not enough for people out here, then, like, they should take the hint. I say after having murdered the person providing food and water to people crossing the desert. I'm like, yeah, it was their fault.
Quiet as the depths.
It's their fault for encouraging bad behavior. Get him. Alright. Over here. So those shrines must mean that that's where people died, right? Yeah, it must mean that, because that's what it meant in the other area. I think I went the wrong way, but that's acceptable. Over here. Now in an area above the previous area. Still has nothing in it. But it's up above. I think this is as far as I'm going over here. I thought there might have been something over the bridge. Turns out there was not, though. That's trippy. The kind of grey sand Almost looks like, you can see how it's almost looks like it should be a sea, despite quite clearly being sand. Cool. Anyway, down this way. I also hear like noises of creatures. Okay, we lived. Okay, last minute pivot into like going down the side of the cliff worked pretty well. Not ideal in terms of the ways to go down that cliff, but anyway. That looks really cool up there. Wonder if we're gonna get to climb that. I assume the answer is yes. The Joy of Painting by the Grand Art Society of Valia. The printed text of this book has been crossed out in furious scribbles. The margins are decorated with only legible text left. Highly accurse these Valian bastards. Gods, this horizon line. Kota Bao is worthless. How am I supposed to keep my perspective right when I paint over my horizon lines? And God forbid the so-called monsters writing this book, this shit book, ever use common words. Foreshortening my foot. Geometric arithmetic. I wanted to be an artist, not a mathematician. The Grand Art Society can take their brushes and shove them up their asses. I'm done. Alright then. Ooh, Awakened Adra. That implies we should have come this way first, because we got Corrupted Adra when we went to the other area. Oh, these are obviously Shrine. Tama's Memorial? Oh, this is where I needed to go for your quest, or is this a separate quest? Because Tama's quest is like over here somewhere, right? Yeah. Oh well.
Thomas Memorial. Sorry, I'm not ready for this yet.
Acceptable.
What a beautiful view. I think this is what the cartographer referred to.
Oh. Is this what the cartographer referred? Oh. Guess this is where the missing cartographer is. Alright. Time to test something again. That's not a fall that will kill us. Yeah, I definitely hit the water, right? I actually think I need to do that again. As wild as it seems. I think I need to do that at a different angle and further into the water. Because I think that we might survive that. Which implies we could reach the rest of Third Board. No, that can't be the case. Just doesn't make sense. Is there an angle where it could... That is the most water angle, right? Well, I guess there has more water. Yeah. Let's do it over there. Right. So we're going to go right over here. Climb this and jump into the water. We know that water has no fall damage. So, if we can live down there, then we're going to live in that water. I need to go up here to fully prove it. Alright. Up here. Yeah, see that's water? Yeah. So, quite clearly, that's not going to work. There is no way to live in that area. Good. Yeah, we didn't slow down at all when we hit the water. It just wasn't there, really. Interesting. That implies to me as well that there must be something in the water around Paradise. Because they made the water around Paradise accessible, while they didn't make this accessible. So maybe that means there's something in there. Huh. It's an interesting thought.
Right behind you.
No, I'm not visible. You see, I hit the grass and therefore became invisible. You don't understand? Well, I really thought we were going to be able to stab him if I got close enough there. Did it quick enough. Hit him. Ow. That was an amazing jump. Bounce.
Need a moment, dear.
Ice. Hit the swarmers. Fire. Electric. Bounce him backwards. Right. Solid.
Okay.
Grab that. Grab that. Head over here. Grab that. Grabbing crafting materials. And then over here we got some more crafting materials. And then there's some more over here. Wait. The box lived. It counted as destroyed, but still lived. And then some more meat off of that one. Ooh. It's an illusion we can dispel. It's also good to know those make a specific noise. Ah, no they don't. They made a specific noise because there was a chest in it. Ah. Well, that makes sense. They're along the edge here. We are looking for a cartographer in this particular part of the area, apparently. I think the cartographer is there. There's also a sneaky bit here. Oh, just because there's a dream thrall. All by its lonesome. Stab it.
Good one.
Good. Yeah, that's got to be where the cartographer is. Just gonna explore over here for now, and work our way into the Zarp camp where we need to kill this person. Although, actually, it might be over there. Huh. I was assuming the Zarp, but it could also be up there. I was assuming the Zarp's in this giant Zarp, like, area, but maybe that's too obvious. Yeah, they're here. Okay, it's just got the cartographer's thing on there as well. Thing up here just turned around. Never mind. Turned back almost the instant it turned around.
Oh, you're right here.
Right. Ice. Fireball. Electric. Huge damage.
Just a minute.
Alright, grab the lockbox while we're here. So I don't forget it. Champion dead. Let's hoping those would seek out this thing.
Over here.
Cool. Let's look back here. I don't know where the loot from over there has landed. I think it landed in the rock. Yeah, there's some above us as well. Destroy the pots. And more pots to destroy. Pots get us regen, which is why we want to destroy them. Except for those pots, they're invincible. That's why I couldn't run through them. Ah, there's some pots. Yeah, I actually need even more regen than like the huge amount of regen I just put on us there. Also, I see where the loot is. It's in here. Ah. That makes sense. Open this. Destroy the pots. Great. Let's get some more essence regen and some more health regen. Now we're out here. There's apparently some more loot over here somewhere, although that's above us, so it must be up there. And then there's some loot here. Perfect. People down here who need to be killed. We'll get them in a minute. Grab
I'm not used to quiet.
that. Let's run across. Okay, just enough to get the magnetism. Might be good. There might not be that many enemies left here. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting up there. Okay, there's loot there. Or is it here? Ah, another illusion.
That's done.
Yeah, we were definitely meant to come this way first. It's filled with, like, loot which is worse loot, like, for the lower tier. And it's got illusions all over the place, so you're meant to come here pretty much the moment you finished getting your new companion, I think. Because then you can try out all the new companion stuff. It's the same thing they did with Giada and... actually, Marius doesn't have the ability to find anything, but the same thing they did with Giada. Ooh, over here. Climb. Oh, hello. Ice. 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 Ow. Try and find somewhere to give us some space. Spin. Nice. I actually did manage to root somebody who was relevant. Ice. Okay, over here. Again, just trying to find space.
Give me a dog.
Let's see what you got.
Hit it. Lightning bolt. Heal. Blast him. Hold it still. There's another enemy over here, wasn't there? I guess we already killed it. Shoot it. Lightning. Jump on it. Fireball. Keep attacking. Ice. And blast it. Shoot it again. Lightning. And stab it. Blast it. Ooh. Got the head that I needed for the bounty. And we'll grab the egg. So they'd all been dream thralled, except for the chieftain apparently, who didn't have the dream thrall modifier on, but I guess had been dream thralled, just didn't have the modifier on it. Apparently there's something down here. Is that correct? Oh, I see it. Yeah, that's going to be difficult to get. We'll do that one on the way out. Right, grab the watermelons. Now we can keep climbing. So when I looked at this earlier and said, ooh, I wonder if we're going to climb that. I guess the answer was yes, immediately. This is something we're going to climb because, well, we need to go to it for our quest. That's the memory. Ooh, let's do a quick save. And let's do our memory. In we go.
We have been here before. Do you hear the dust whisper on the wind?
I see an ancient shrine on this rock. Who did the people worship there? Yeah, let's say that.
A temple built on sand. Water diverted from its course. The sea runs dry.
Was this an island?
Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimanna, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you?
Nimanna. According to legend, Nimanna was an ancient leader of the godless and rumored to be a watcher. Similar to your characters in Pillars. I tried to comfort people, solve problems, give messages from the dead. I kept to myself, mediated on the secrets of the beyond. They tormented me. I envied those who led ordinary lives, or people avoided me. Let's say we kept to ourselves. I meditated on the secrets of the beyond.
The people knew you as a hermit. Strange words from a placid face. One day, a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea.
I knew the journey would change me. I had to find out how. I relished the solitude. I was beholden to no one but myself. I fought to survive. I realized how weak and mortal I was. Whereas bitterly alone, I thought I might go mad. Let's say we knew the journey would change me. I had to find out how. Yeah, have that be a consistent theme of our characters. The thirst for knowledge at any for any cost.
A cocoon, a traveling cloak. Break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimanna, what did you learn?
To be Ikeda was to live in harmony with you. That we could show our love for you by caring for ourselves. We were your finest achievement. You wanted us to be great. Nothing. I came for answers, and all I found were stars. I like that one.
We hoped you would speak in the silence. Find the answer yourself. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food.
What about the fish? What would we eat now? You never asked to be revered that way. The stone could have built houses. They wanted what we had. Let's say you never asked to be revered that way. Let's say that we're not treating Sapadal quite the same way. Like, we're not treating Sapadal as a god in the same way that other people do.
Wrap the falcon, clip its wings. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand.
I swallowed my fury, or I tore the statue down. Oh, definitely. We would do whatever we felt we wanted to in the moment.
Stone smashed on tile. We shuddered. The people's hearts inflamed. They brought their fists upon you. How could you turn against your own?
I felt a duty to protect you. I didn't. I was trying to help them. They didn't realize what they were tampering with. Or your wrath frightened me more than theirs. Let's say they didn't realize what they were tampering with. Again, it gives us the recurring theme of us feeling like we know more than everyone else.
Toadstools for a feast. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why?
Oh, that's a wild piece of artwork. I'm trying to just make sense of any of it. Like down here, those are definitely teeth, right? Like you can almost, and that looks like a nose here. Yeah, this is a face. Yeah, I can see it. So there's teeth. There's the nose. There's an eye. Yeah, so you can see it stretched out. It's a face stretched all the way across with lightning coming off of it. A catastrophe? Has something interrupted your vision? You're speaking in the present. What's happening now? Oh. Ground shakes, the thorns prick, a crack carves through the pillars. Why? So speaking now. Let's say, has something interrupted your visions?
The tide surges. It drowns us.
Andra? Think clearly. Is something here? Is it hurting you?
We thought... No. We feel nothing. We swipe at echoes of the past. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this.
It's overwhelming to imagine what you're capable of. Why hurt yourself and the godless? How did that help anything? Were you punishing the godless for their disrespect? Or didn't you realize your anger could be dangerous? Just say why hurt yourself and the godless. How did that help anything?
Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through.
What became of the village?
The sun rose on the barren earth. The village had tumbled down the chasm. Only ruins remained. The few who survived faced the wilds, their new home. Hunger, blistered feet. Clouds parted. Hatred gave way to desperation. They looked to you.
I taught them how to survive, I cursed you, or I turned them down they could fend for themselves. Let's say I taught them how to survive.
Wisdom, the purest offering. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Ooh, I really like those sections. Remembrance of Nimanna. Increases your maximum stamina by 10%. I mean, I gotta say, like, some of the godlike abilities have been a little bit... Oh no, wait, that's not an ability, that's... Okay, these are passives. Oh, that's fine then. I thought it was like one of these abilities, and I'm like... It doesn't really live up to, like, Spike that we chuck, but I guess those are main quest. Oh yeah, let me just look through here. Yeah, so I guess that's where the sea used to be. Also, do you see that line here? That looks very much like a you cannot cross it line. Oh, and then there's the chasm. So that might be the edge of the area. Oh, that's this edge. Oh, I was thinking it was that edge. I mean, actually, I can see the line on this edge pretty clearly as well. The giant amount of rocks right there. Yeah, and then... I guess there's no way past that bit, so that's the edge of that area. Huh. I can hear loot, but I assume it's that loot down there. Grab it. And then... I can hear more loot, actually. Oh, there we go. Nice. And then across here. Ooh! Ow! I was so expecting us to magnetically hit the other side, and then we just didn't. That's the problem with these jumps. When you like are just a tiny bit away, it suddenly makes you realize that you were never gonna make it. Oh, I need to do the whole thing again? Okay. That's fine, I'll just press quick save afterwards. Was this an island? I kept to myself. The journey would change me.
We appeared.
Nothing. You never asked to be revered. I tore the statue down. Didn't realize what they were tampering with. Something interrupted your vision. Something hurting you. How did that help anything? Yeah.
Purge the poison.
What became of the village? I taught them how to survive. Cool. I was just happy I could roughly remember what we did. Okay, there was also plants up here I didn't pick up. I was going to ignore them, but now that we're back here, I'm not going to ignore them. Also, I missed a two-handed melee weapon. Okay. I mean, we didn't need it, but, like, I did miss this entirely. Or is it Hell's Tongue? Power attack kills restores 10% of your maximum essence. Ooh. Hits deal 10% bonus fire damage against enemies above 50% maximum health. Hits deal 10% bonus frost damage against enemies below 50% maximum health. Nearly 3 centuries ago, during one of Rawatai's many minor conquests, the berserker Kongata wielded this razor-sharp greatsword in battle for her Ranga Nui. Victory after victory did she earn as countless opponents fell to her passionate rage and cold battle focus alike. After months of fighting, the conquest was successful as Rawatai's borders grew once more. Kongata enjoyed a few weeks of peace with her reputation as a fearsome war hero, ensuring that she would never want for drink. This peace quickly turned into boredom, however. The thrill of the fight was all that Kongata really knew, and all that she truly yearned for. With a handful of like-minded warriors, Kongata left her homeland behind to work as a mercenary in foreign lands until her inevitably violent death. Let's put those away because I know we're over-encumbered. Right. And now we can do this. Over here. Grab what's in here. Quick save. Drop down here. Then down here. It didn't do it again. Wait a second. That didn't grab again. We quite clearly hit the wall that time. Huh. Well, I'm happy I quick saved. That definitely will make it easier. Huh, I guess you just can't grab that wall for some reason. It just isn't possible. Alright, so run over here. Down this way. Yeah, I'll just try not doing that again. Ooh, there's loot that fell down from above, I think. Right, so we're just going to finish off this area while we're here. Down this way. Down here. And then this is the bit where I'm going to say finish off the area. These guys need to die. Think I had the right angle there. Ice. Fire. Yep, that one's dead. And put it away. Grab what's in the chest. Wonderful. Perfect. Then that's that area effectively explored. So everything in this rough area. Oh, except for these things. Which I have missed. Yeah, hit him. Little ice attack here. Fireball. Killed the one at the back. Just let him continue running at us. Hit him. Ice. And hit him. Ow. Dodge around for a second. Lightning. And we got you. Grab that. There's some loot here. Loot here. Work our way back over this way. Right. Down here we got more loot. It's more of the previous zone's crafting material. Ogwin's Fury. Tree. I just want to have a look at the map. Alright, let's see what areas it thinks we've explored. We've been up here, haven't we? Yeah, we have been up here, because that's where we stole the water. Yeah, and then we must have gone around, so we never actually came this way. Sorry, I'm going to do another map check in a second. And we have this area right there, so if I turn this way, just go in a straight line, never explored this area right here. Which we have now done. Yeah. Minus this tiny little bit right here. Perfect. Okay. So, nothing here. Correct? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's just telling us that's where the ancient memory was. Which we have done. Yes. So now I'm going to go get the cartographer, which we saw earlier, and then that will be us done in this section for now. I was also looking for a fast travel point, because I got the feeling there should be one soon. There aren't that many fast travel points in the area, but that's okay. We already killed the thing that was up here, so we're not worried about sneaking. You see a fast travel point over here? I don't. See an enemy just around the corner. Hit him. Hit him.
Over here! Quarry in the brush!
Oh, that one's dead. I'm just climbing up further. Fast travel point. Oh, hello. Keep attacking this thing. Yeah, I don't see a fast travel point over here. Just trying to look around to see whether we can spot them. Ooh. And then this must be cartographer. Perfect. Wilthrith's map. Anything with the map? Writers filled the pages with pressed leaves, flowers, and stems. Oh. Alright. That's down here. Let's continue exploring, because we haven't found a fast travel point. So, and I kind of want to find one before we head back. Especially as I want to head to Paradise after this. Do hand in that quest. So yeah, let's keep exploring and see if we can find one somewhere around here. Might be one over there. This is definitely something we can... Okay, that's definitely something that looks like we can climb. Over here? Oh, you're being attacked. Who are you? Oh, I'm out of that? Okay. Oh, it's the Zarps versus the Dream Thralls. Really, we should be on the Zarp side here, but I guess they're not on our side, so... Lightning. Kill that one. Oh, and the Desert Beetles. Although they must be on the Zarp side. Hit him. Shoot it. Yeah, just let it do a little bit of burning to death at the end there. More money. Back over this way. There's a beetle. Health potions. Might need some more essence if we're going to continue exploring. We don't think we can climb up that one because it didn't let us climb when I went up there. Also, I can't see anything up there, so I'm assuming that's why we can't climb up there. Continuing along this bit. I think there's something in that cave, but before we do that, we're going to go and check the end of this zone. Fine sword. We are about to hit night again. That's something we can climb up there. Another area over here. That looks like that's fast travel there. See, this is an area we can't access. This is, yeah, basically the same as the sea. It looks like it's an area, but it doesn't actually exist. That would be a wild conspiracy theory for me to hold. You've heard of flat Earth. In our case, it's, the sea doesn't exist. Yep. I don't know how you could justify that one. That seems very disprovable within seconds. It's just a very large pond. Well, now you're just into semantics, really. Right. Around here. Oh, hello. Yeah, he needed to die, and I found an angle I could hit him at. Ooh. It's a backpack with stuff in it. Yeah, that looks very tempting as a way down, but obviously is not actually a way down. We'll do a little check over here once we've finished this, that we have... We'll do a map check, basically. Check that we have got the area done. Pretty much, there's that little area up here, the connecting area that we haven't been in. We haven't been in this connecting area either. So just a little run back this way. See if there's anything in the connecting areas. There sometimes is. Not all the time, but there's sometimes stuff in the connecting areas. So that's connecting area 1. Connecting area 2 is this middle bit right here. Which again, I don't think there's going to be a lot in because it's desert. You can kind of see what's in the desert. That's connecting area 2. And then over here towards the Sand Sea Oasis. Which definitely sounds like a fast travel location, if ever I've seen one. Oh yeah, we saw this and thought that there was something in here, right? Not quite, but... yeah, there is the oasis we can go to. Grab that, there's an illusion up here. Ooh. And then up this way. Let's get rid of the illusion.
Walk like it's hard.
Oh. Quick save. I'm going to reload. It's quite clearly something's not right here. Yeah, quite clearly that's not correct, because there's quite clearly meant to be a chest there. Sorry, I hit my mic. I don't know if it popped up with anything when I did that, but... that's, fine. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think it had put everything slightly lower than it should be. I don't know how we caused that to happen.
From Emerald Stair, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't really know what you're trying to say about that, Yatsley, but... Alright. But yeah, with where it placed the enemy previously, I think it just knocked everything on the map a little bit below, like, where it should be. Which is obviously not right. I saw the fast travel. I saw it. We can use it. Although, before we do, plant. We'll run in this way so we get all of this revealed as well. Nice. There's our fast travel to the Sand Sea Oasis. Wonderful. So that's us now here, next to the one last drink thing. Awesome. We should probably do that while we're here as well. So we'll head back in. Is there something below here? Kind of looked like there was. Aha! Sapphire Eye and the Trickster's Gloves. Perfect. So, Sapphire Eye. Critical hits deals high random accumulation. So it accumulates something. Alright. And then, let me just go and have a look at our journal for that one. So, Totem. So, bottom of an oasis deep. Alright. Amidst sprawling ruins of faithless of old. So that's got to be main quest. And an unfinished likeness, not far from unnatural iciness. So that's got to be, the Archmage. Yeah, Archmage, main quest. That's what I'm reading there. Trickster Gloves. 1% critical hit chance, 25% critical damage. I get the feeling I've seen these before as well. As in, I think I saw these in a previous game. Benedetta, a mountain dwarf from Old Valia, had these gloves made to enhance her already noticeable abilities as a thief and cipher. In her time, in her home city of Vincenzi, Benedetta did jobs for a number of notable individuals, including the city's Contessa and, if rumours are to be believed, the archmage Minoletta herself. Eventually, however, she left old Valia behind to seek her fortune elsewhere in the world, all with the hopes of one day returning to her beloved Vincenzi to found an orphanage for the many street rats of the city that needed a home. Though she preferred resorting to violence only as a last resort, it was still a possibility that Benedetta always wanted to be prepared for. These loves assured that if sudden fighting did break out, she'd be able to end it as quickly as it began. It's very useful. It's very good. Not going to use them because, like, these give us 2 dexterity. Like, fundamentally, because stats are used in conversations, I'm always going to take the stuff that's used in conversations. Fights aren't that difficult. Right? So, it makes sense. Anything else in here? Ooh, grab that. Anything around this way while we're just exploring? Nope. There's this. Definitely something that we could climb on, but nothing really there. Cool. Hello. Oh, fish. Hello.
Hey there, brother. Here for a dip? Or we can get right to business. 'Cause a glint in your eye says you're here for a reason.
Your old captain is hoping to share a drink with you in Thirdborn.
No shit. Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
It's at the Swordfish. I don't think you need to worry about formality.
It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet?
We spoke to Koa.
You know, the weepy one. He'll be there.
That so? How's he doing these days?
He's alive, but his neighbors are dream thralls.
Oh. I guess our drinks will be pretty somber then, huh?
He could use a familiar face.
He needs Ronga, really. They were tight, like twine.
We found Ronga. She won't come.
Yes, that spicy one with the bad haircut. She gave us quite a tongue lashing.
Yep, sounds like Ronga. She's convinced the captain's trying to kill her.
Having met her, I wouldn't blame him.
So she's got a temper, and our last deal went south. None of that's anybody's fault. Sometimes things fall off the back of a boat. Doesn't mean somebody pushed.
Why'd you all drift apart? The captain said you abandoned him.
Well, you know how it is. Captain says one thing, maybe we say another. Maybe we had a deal go sideways. Maybe it was politics. Maybe the deal was also kind of politics. See, old Captain likes an empire. Loves all the pomp and circumstance. Ronga, though. Nothing gets her madder than people thinking anyone could be born to wear a crown.
Well, nothing divides like politics, I suppose.
So, I'll see you back in Thirdborn?
I wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else.
Was the least we could do.
That was easy. Cool. So, I think it is time for us to teleport out of here to Dawnshore in a surprise twist. Because we need to hand in the quest for what's his name? Yes. Definitely need to hand in the quest for what's his name. Okay, over here. We also need to go speak with the ambassador again, see what he has to say. See what standing orders are. And then, yeah, the other one's in the Hightown bit, I think. Also, if we can see how Fiora are doing here, that would be ideal. But let's start by speaking to our ambassador.
When Wodaka takes back her throne,
And in here. Sorry, I thought they might have been speaking about something important. Anyway. Hello.
Envoy, a pleasure as always.
That's it? Okay. You got anything for us?
Envoy, glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Tell me about Inquisitor Ludwine.
Inquisitor Ludwine is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradise. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace. But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deathfire, where she died.
She's a death guard. Well, that explains a lot.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodica wasn't done with her yet. I suppose you two have that in common.
I suppose we do.
Of course.
What do animancers do exactly? There are a few practitioners back home.
For good reason. The practice is illegal in Adir, as it should be. Animancers use devices to study essence, the stuff of souls. They are essentially soul scientists. However, many animancers are not content to study souls. They want to control them, to use them.
That presents some ethical concerns, doesn't it?
Naturally. The soul is made up of essence. Essence is essentially energy. When the natural state of things is respected, our souls leave our bodies when we die, and they return to the wheel. But an animancer can intervene in that process. They can harness that energy, and they can use it to do terrible things. The practice has been responsible for the creation of monstrosities like the undead or wicts, children with souls of animals. Animats, too. Souls trapped in suits of armor, forced to do the bidding of their master. A careless animancer in the Deerwood once shattered the souls of 12 innocent bystanders. It was an accident, but nevertheless, 12 people died. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace. None of which, I will note, are as safe and orderly as Paradise.
The largest animancers? This seems like it's a different... this is weird. This is not a sentence that should be in this piece of dialogue. Let's say I've dabbled in a little animancy myself, but could you remind me of the details?
Were I you, I would refrain from admitting that where the Inquisitor can hear. As for the details, I will explain as best I can, though I'm hardly an expert. Animancers use devices to study essence, the stuff of souls.
We've done this.
However...
Yes.
But
okay, we're looping. Cool.
I'm an open book.
Right. we were looping. We didn't actually end up looping, but we needed out of that. Right. Wondering where we would even find the people from Fior. They must be at the pub, probably down there. It's the only area I can think of that's empty. But anyway, well, we should have a look while we're here. We can always fast travel to Hightown afterwards. It'll be the same loading screen either way. So let's just have a look down here, because they have to be in the slums, right? Over here. I just jumped off that, like, on the assumption it was going to work. Oh, Giata wants to speak with us. Cool.
She asked about you again, Halden. She wants to know when you'll re-enlist.
I'm not going back. That's the end of it.
You know how Ludwine feels about waiting.
I don't care.
Best run. Never took you for a coward. What, did you want a free ride to the Living Lands?
Come on, Landry. I don't want to have this stupid debate again.
Hello.
Look, there's the Imperial Envoy. Maybe he can set you straight.
Ah, Envoy. Excuse us. You can go inside, though.
Need my perspective on something?
Thank you, but no. I've made up my mind.
Halden, or Hal, as he's going by now, has been personally asked to return to the Steel Garrote, but he keeps turning it down.
I was a good soldier. I did my duty. I'm not fighting under Ludwine again, and that's final.
You served with her before. What changed?
I know better now. I'll always be a Diran. But whatever the Inquisitor is hunting in Wodica's name, That is not me.
The Inquisitor wants to keep this place safe for Adiran citizens.
I can't believe they're still feeding you that. You'll come around someday.
The Inquisitor won't be happy.
Well, that's not my problem anymore, is it?
Well, we asked the question. Don't think we needed to do any more than that. Apparently there's some loot back here I missed. How did I miss it? Oh, it's up there? Okay, maybe I decided it was too much effort last time, but let's see if I can figure out the way up there. Oh, this thing's here. Did I really loot this place so bad? Oh, I guess I can't get there for the same reason. I did loot this place pretty badly when I was here. I must not have been in full loot mode at the time. Well, now I'm fully invested in loot. Right. Up here. Or maybe I wasn't paying as much attention to the mini-map back then. It says that there's loot in here. Or maybe this is through a wall. That's the main issue. It's in there somewhere. Load up the map. There's an area over there we haven't been to. How can there be an area we haven't been to? Checking back here. This area? Maybe I've done this before. Maybe I just went, yeah, it probably doesn't matter.
You have to believe me.
I'm close to doing that.
It was real this time.
Not this again.
I'm serious.
Around the back. It says there's something through the wall. It could be that we killed something in the other side of the wall. That's the other thing, because it does include the outside stuff in here. Anyway, I don't see any animancers from Fior. So if they have come here, then they're not here yet. Or like they're not hanging around, at least on the in this area. Right, let's head up to Hightown. Northern Paradise, as it's called. And then we'll go to this one. Isanza. That's who we need to see. Yes. That makes sense. So, we'll load up this area and run along there. Well, run past all of this. And in here we go. Hello!
You're back. What have you found?
Another dead one. Wilfrith is dead. At last, or at least he made good progress on Chatterscarp.
Ah, poor Wilfrith. A keen eye for botany. He loved to write about the plants he found. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
Let's see what you've got. Same stuff as before. Cool. Done. Right, and then Living Lands, back to Shatterscarp. Then we're going to go to Thirdborn. I understand why it brings you in at the edge, as in, like, to the places that you can travel to and from. But it would be nice if you could just select a fast travel point, because every single time we do this, I'm just going to fast travel immediately afterwards. So I don't know why it doesn't just let you access all the maps and all the fast travel points. I guess it wants the areas to feel separate, maybe? And if you could just fast travel to any area at any time without having to do the transition, you would feel a lot less like you're firmly in an area. But anyway. Right. Claim the bounty for the chieftain. Hello.
Oh, you're...
Yes. Bounty.
Really? Which one?
Kill the Zarup.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
Cool. Right. How much do I have now? Right, back to 6,000. Right. Let's head back to the tavern. See the captain murder all these people. Or not.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs.
Thanks.
Mind taking these drinks up when you go?
Sure. Right.
And so, That's how the mad archmage Tane found himself in the Living Lands.
Tane's here?
But no one's seen him, have they? What's he been up to if he really is here?
Who can say what archmagi do with their time? Have any of you truly seen Reengrim? And yet, we all know her presence in these lands.
Give us another.
You saw Tane?
Another tale? Would you care to share a tale with us, envoy?
I suppose I should share what I've learned for perpetuity.
Please, godlike, tell us of your travels.
Go on. What have you got?
Well, it all started when the Adieran Emperor, you know, the Emperor, sent me to the Living Lands.
You're a Deeren? Get lost!
I want to hear where he's going first.
First, I was shipwrecked at Fort Northreach. Only one sailor and I survived.
A wreck. How did you get off?
We had help from an unlikely ally.
Who?
It's more mysterious if we don't know, isn't it? Then what?
I made it to Paradise, but was shot with a poison arrow when I arrived.
Oh, really? Then how are you still here?
He's gonna tell us.
I'm not going to tell them my patron god revived me. I'm going to say I survived through force of will. I couldn't rest until I hunted my killer down.
If that's a fish story, it's the best one I've heard all week.
What'd you do when you found him?
I turned him in. The hammer of justice always prevails.
Would have been more fun to kill him. So, how'd you manage it all?
God on my side, I did the best of what I was thrown into. I'm exceptional. A good question. I'm not sure how I'm still alive. Let's say, what can I say? I'm exceptional.
A hero with pride to match.
What a yarn. I think you've put me out of work for today.
I don't think we told them anything.
Tale for you, sorry saps.
Right.
The tale of
Up here. Hi guys, how you doing? Minus the other one. Hello.
My favorite envoy. Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one.
I found her quite forthcoming.
Break through that shell of hers and she does like to talk.
Yell, mostly.
I miss her. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up without drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum.
I can't have much. I get queasy.
Here they are. Are these poisoned?
Excellent, excellent. Here, envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to.
To Adir, to the Emperor.
To the queen that was, and shall be again.
To the exiled queen.
Thank the gods Rwanga's not here. Just let me drink. Drink.
They're so dead. That was the con check, was we could find the poison.
I didn't think the rum was that bad.
Oh my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
What happened here?
I think we should get out of here before the Tiranui hear about this.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Did he know about this the whole time?
Sure is lovely here, don't you think?
Maybe she was right not to join in. Should we tell her?
You hear what's going on around
She might say I told you so.
side of town?
We should definitely go tell her though. Right. Out here. And
You hear about Naguno? They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy from the swordfish? No kidding.
wait, what?
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn. Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
A Deeren spice?
Did he ever tell you how they almost made him a citizen once?
You're thinking he knew too much.
They've got little birdies everywhere.
Any of us could be a Deeren. Anyone. I just wanted to see where the quest was next, but oh wow. So he gets killed presumably by her. But Heart of Valor is the next one I want to do, just for next time. I do want to go and see her, but yeah, she 100% murdered him in retaliation. So he murdered Koa because he thought that Koa and Ruanga stole some stuff off the back of a shipment, and the other guy was just there. I think the guy was like, bro, just happened to be there. Like, they needed a good excuse to get them all together for his cover story. Or he knew about it the whole time, and he was also in on it. I don't think that's the case. I think that he's just oblivious, and he was looking for an excuse to bring the whole squad back together. That didn't seem suspicious. I've got a feeling she might try and kill us up here. It's a pretty good feeling that she might try and kill us. Like, a pretty solid one. And she did kill the other guy, so... Hey. You here? Ruanga's note. Envoy. Koa was like a brother to me and I failed him. A better friend would have prevented his death or joined him. I can't bring him back, but I can feed Nagunu's body to the gulls. It's more than he deserves. If the time comes to fight for a free living land, I hope I'll find you by my side, Ruanga. Well, there was something conclusive there. I guess we'll go to the party camp. I can't end the episode in party camps because it will party banter. Well, we'll head here anyway. And then we'll fast travel to the Oasis. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we can see the other guy as well, back at the Oasis. Yeah, let's go back over here. I just wanted to go to party camp so we could get our essence back without having to eat more food. So, over here. Is this guy back, or... No notes either. He's just gone. You hear loot? No, I think that's the wind. Right. Well, this seems like a good moment to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.